I think EDM is, I mean, not necessarily India, not only India, it's taken over the whole world. There are various reasons to that. It's very convenient, being one of the most important reasons, because at the end of the day, if I'm a promoter, if I'm an event organizer, or even if I'm a venue, I don't have to pay five musicians to stand up on stage and play live music. All I have to do is play one DJ who comes and pushes some buttons. But having said that, that's a evolutionary trend of popular music and the way it goes. If you really go back to the 1950s, the trend of rock and roll lasted, so there were like hundreds of rock and roll bands that came out. I mean, only a few are legends today. In the 80s, you had a lot of the British new wave pop. In the early 90s, you had the whole alternative grunge scene. So everything is a phase and a fad, and all sound is constantly evolving, devolving, revolving. So at some point in time, EDM will also become something else. I mean, it already has, because a lot of the DJs who are just DJs today have become composers and music producers. And it started with David Guetta. He realized that, or rather DJs like him realized that just being a DJ is not enough. I need to create songs which are popular. So he collaborated with all the hip hop artists and now the pop artists. It's just that the music, it's a pop song with a dance beat, which is what the 80s were, which is what disco was. It was still pop songs with a dance beat. Yeah. So that's primarily what the large picture of EDM is. Of course, within EDM we have so many genres as well, each having its own following and its own sound.
Yeah.
So it's it's just a sound of the times. It's a sound of a generation. It's still in flux. It will go around. There are more and more bands coming out. There are more and more musicians, wanting to come up and do their own thing.
Band these days. Do you have any advice for them?
Good songs, plain and simple. Just write good songs. I mean, you're a bunch of good musicians. You've got a good chemistry going on stage. You do covers really well. But what really comes out at the end of the day is if you have a good song, and that's something that every artist today is chasing. From your Foo Fighters to your Imagine Dragons to your Justin Biebers to your Rihannas, all these people. I mean, particularly the pop stars. They have a whole battalion of songwriters writing music for them, from which they choose. Okay, this will be a good single. This will make a good dance mix, so on and so forth. Even Coldplay songs have dance mixes, which again is not a new phenomenon. Right. So it just whatever you need to do to popularize the song. Why does it get popular? Because it's a great song. Why does A Sky Full of Stars, from Coldplay become such a huge EDM hit? Because it's a great song. You listen to it in any version. Rolling in the Deep, 90% of the times a ballad or a slow tempo song becomes really popular more than necessary because of the dance mix attached to it. That's because it's tapping into the current sound of the generation only to push the song.
Right.
So you've got to have that good song happen. Okay, I got the new Adele album. I got the new Justin Bieber album. I mean, 17 songs, great production. Listen to it. It's all great songwriting happening over there. I mean, any other artist singing the same songs would still be as great. So there you have it. Paloma Faith, great singer, great body of work. Listen to her as much as possible. She should have done the Bond song in my opinion, but Sam Smith did it. But that's okay. There's always the next Bond film. This band called Tame Impala, they have a new album out, which again is great. Tycho, another great glitch dubstep artist. They're playing in December in Bombay, so I'm really stoked about seeing them as well. So yeah.
5 places you want to play live. You want to have a concert?
Like dream places?
Yeah.
Like bucket list
places?
places?
Yeah, bucket list
Whoa! Places. Okay, well, since we're talking and since we're shooting at the moon, well, the Dubai DU Arena.
In Abu Dhabi.
Yes, it's a fantastic place. I mean, I was there for Motley Crue, and well, it'll be so fun to be on that stage and just play to a whole bunch of audiences. There is, I mean, of course, the mecca of all rock and roll, which is Madison Square Garden in New York. That's a great place to play.
Okay, at these places, who would you like to collaborate with? Go for it. Just go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe current and past and present artists. That's fine.
Okay, so a few of my bucket list artists who I'd love to watch are U2, Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. So they'd be great to watch. And of course, obviously I don't have a chance in hell of getting up on stage and collaborating with them, but we're dreaming, right? So they'd be definitely fantastic to get up on stage. Madonna would have been one, but she's kind of past her expiry date kind of now. So yeah, but she's a great performer. So it'd be nice to share some stage space with good old Naj auntie.
Last one.